Hello and welcome for another world famous Hellraiser blog. Today I'm in Copenhagen in Denmark. Got Tony Owen boxing tonight. He's fighting Anthony Yigit, who represented Sweden in the London Olympics. It's a tough fight for Tony, but it's a winnable fight. Two southpaws facing off against each other doesn't always make for a pretty night, but Tony's had a lot more experience in the pros than Yigit has had. He's also boxed much better opponents, so we got given the opportunity. It's on a Sauerland event card, so it's good money. And for me, more importantly, it's an opportunity to crash the BU ratings. If Tony wins this, he'll be right in there, and I'll be on the phone Monday morning trying to get something sorted for him to box the BU title, which for him would be a huge fight for him. Outside of Dion June was on the show as well. My fellow Chelsea resident in London, signed with Sauerland. He's had a lot of injuries that have stalled his career really, but he boxes, so I'd be keen to see how he gets on. Did really well in the amateurs in the UK, won the ABAs, so he comes from that sort of pool of fighters. Normally does produce champions, so hopefully we'll see him catch up for lost time tonight. Show's broadcast on Viasat tonight, which is a Scandinavian network, but they send their signal to Danish, Swedish, Finnish TV. I'm sure if you search for it, you can find coverage tonight of Tony Owen versus Anthony Yigit. Hellraiser, we got a show coming up, big show. We had 22 fights before I came out here. We've added at least 3 fights because the show collapsed in Brighton. So now we've added Lloyd Elliott, Nick Gemman and Tom Little all to our card at York Hall. So we had like a massive big show on the 18th of July. And for me, I haven't done a show at York Hall for a couple of years now, so I'm looking forward to going back there. And it's the home of boxing in the UK, no question about it. Certainly of small wall boxing. And 25 fights in one event. If I was a teenager, I know I definitely would have bought a ticket to this, because if you worked out the price you're paying per fight, you're paying like £1 something for each bout. I know I would have been there on the balcony looking down. That was my favourite spot to sit, and that's where to be. I've had a really good start at Limehouse, the gym we've got. In the last sort of 6 weeks or so, we've had boxers from Mayweather's gym, Floyd Mayweather in Las Vegas. We've had from Top Rank, Bob Arams, from Golden Boy in LA. Have all sent fighters to us. So it's really good for the guys I've got in the gym. They can see these guys training, and how they prepare is really educational. I'm really enjoying it from my own perspective, watching them prepare and training. And my t-shirt, this is from a present from Jorge Linares, who used our facility, recently beat Kevin Mitchell on that amazing show that Eddie Hearn did. What a great show that was. Probably my favourite of the year. In fact, definitely my favourite of the year so far. Really good fights there, and I think credit where it's due. It was. I'd doff my hat. If I had one on, I would doff my hat. That was a really good event. Tonight's boxing. I actually get bombarded continuously because I never know whether to put tips on here or not, because I don't get paid for putting them on. I bet myself on boxing, but whenever I that's quite rare that I actually put my money down. I won't be putting any money down this weekend, but they always seem to win. So I just get now bombarded with people asking for sort of information on who do I think is going to. And like I said, this weekend I won't be betting. I mean, what have we got? We've got, obviously, Tony Owens travelled abroad. The other big fight where someone's travelling is Paul Smith fighting Andre Ward. I didn't fancy Paul Smith in the first place for this. He's never boxed anyone at that level before and done the business. Well, no one has. Andre Ward's undefeated. He's coming £4 over the weight. It really annoys me when boxers coming over the weight. I mean, really, one of the things that makes the business of boxing very stressful and for a big TV event to come in £4 over, it makes me actually think even more Ward's going to win, because I think it makes me think Paul Smith maybe hasn't prepared in the way that he would have. Like if it was a world title fight, maybe he would have applied himself more. I don't know. Maybe he's just got to move up in weight. I'm not sure. He's never struck me as a sort of guy that looks like he's too small, or the size is wrong for the middleweight limit, super middleweight limit. So really, I just think he should have made the weight. And if he'd done that, I'd have more confidence that we're going to get the best performance out of him. I suppose it sort of leads me to think maybe he's just come for the payday. I hope he hasn't. It's not something that I expect from him. It's not like in his nature to do that. But I just think, why £4 over? If I was a promoter, I'd be pulling what's left of my hair out with that. But anyway, I'm sure they'll come to an arrangement financially, and that the fight goes ahead, and hopefully Paul does win it. That's the thing again. If he makes the weight, he comes in, he makes the weight. It's a great win for him, and he's guaranteed a world title shot out of that. If now he's coming over, he fights one of the best guys in the world. Imagine he comes out with a career best performance, and he beats Andre Ward. He pulls it off. He catches him with shot. He can punch. I mean, he really got to George Groves early when they boxed, and it was, it was impressive, the punching power. So he can really punch. But if he knocks Andre Ward out with £4 over, it doesn't guarantee him a world title shot. I mean, people are just going to say, well, yeah, of course, he came in almost sort of nearer to light heavy than super middle. One, it takes a shine off the victory. Secondly, it will limit the opportunities that can come from it, and it will deny him, the chance to go and box for that world title. So I'm disappointed. In honesty, that's my opinion of it. I'm disappointed. No, I don't see him beating Ward. It makes me think maybe he's just gone there, to take part in a big fight. But hopefully, look, I'm wrong, and I hope he goes and does the business. Actually, as a fighter, I like him. As a guy, I like him. So I'm sure he's disappointed himself that he hasn't made the weight. Sean Porter versus Adrian Broner. That's an interesting fight to me, because Broner's had all the hype and been really built up. Came badly unstuck in his last fight. To the joy of the boxing masses, he really got slaughtered on Twitter, because he built himself up to be like a real big cheese, and then got done by Maidana. And took the loss badly, it has to be said. He took it badly. So to sort of rebuild from that, we'll see. But Sean Porter actually got beat by Brook. I was out in Vegas when the fight happened. The fight was in LA, so I didn't see it live. I saw it on TV. I was out with some boxers in Vegas. But I don't think Sean Porter got credit for the good things he did in that fight, the things that he showed. He didn't lose by much, and I thought made me feel he was more genuine than what actually I previously had believed in him. And I think maybe that might have led to this opportunity, and now he goes. Obviously, it's at a catch weight. It's at a £144, so they've made it a strange weight, but that probably will be in Broner's favour. But I don't know. I know Broner's a betting favourite for the fight, but I wouldn't be surprised if Porter caused an upset there. Elsewhere, you got David Lemieux fighting Hassan Ndam. I made quite a few of the fights for Hassan Ndam early in his career. He boxed actually some guys that I managed, and I used to do a bit of matchmaking for the Akarius brothers in Paris. Hassan Ndam's a good fighter. Does he beat Lemieux? I think he's Lemieux can really punch, and I think strength-wise over 12 rounds, that's going to be a huge advantage in this fight. But Hassan's slippery as anything, and is difficult to hit. He's managed by a pal of mine, Gary Hyde, from Cork in Ireland, and fingers crossed for them. I wish them all the best going out and just about performing on the night if they can get it right. It's not impossible for him to win. I just think the strength that Lemieux has is probably going to be too much of an obstacle for Hassan and Dam to overcome. Elsewhere, we've got Emmanuel Blandemura, who boxed Billy Joe Saunders, fighting Michel Soro. I never bet on any fights going on in Italy, least of all when my gut feeling is that Soro will beat Blandemura. But it's like this, and it's in Italy, which is a massive obstacle for Soro. You know, he's really got to knock the guy out. They say you've got to knock them out to get a draw in Italy. Maybe that's right. You know, we'll see tonight how they get on with Emmanuel Blandemura. I certainly wouldn't bet against him. So I suppose if I was going to bet anything, it would be Porter. We'll see. Listen, good luck, guys. I'm going to get on my way, and I'll catch you when I'm back in the UK. We've got some big announcements coming up for Hellraiser Boxing with lots of things, with new signings, with TV, with sponsorship. It's all looking rosy, so looking forward to that. Catch you soon, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.